Hi guys, it's Lynn here. I hope you're having an amazing day. Now today I'm in the Polytunnel again, and this is a bit of a part series of giving everything a bit of a revamp and a bit of a water after the long winter rest. Now it's spring, and this is a little bit of an update here on the epiphyllums that I took out the other day to give a really good water in the yard. And if you didn't see that video, then links up above to that video now are when I took all the epiphytes, the hanging basket epiphytes, out into the yard. It was a lovely spring day, gave them all a good water. They were very shriveled, and this is them now, guys. Look how they've all plumped up, all nice, lovely and plump here. I mean, this one here, this is the orange Brazil Slumbergera, and look how much it's smoothed out now. Unbelievable difference. This one as well. They're still a little bit wrinkled, so they're still taking up the water, but look at the difference, the transformation, guys. This one as well, they've really come on. And this was the Slumbergera too. Unbelievable how they're all fattening up. This Ripsalidopsis. And here the epiphyllum, this epiphyllum Pegasus. Look how lovely and smooth now all the big leaf segments are. Lovely and smooth, filled with water. And got the monkey's tails over there as well. They're sort of firmed up a bit as well, because before, when I touched these, they were sort of very limp, but they're sort of firming up now. And there too, and this one is unbelievable. This was really wrinkled, the zigzag epiphyllum, and that is really sort of smoothed out. It's going to need I think I'm going to need to repot that one because it's looking a little bit yellow. It's going to need a bit of fertiliser and a repot into fresh soil, but it's all ironed out. And I'll just show you the other one as well. That's got a little growth on it at the end there, and unbelievable difference. I mean, look, and this as well. I say, if you see the original video that I put on the other day of how everything needed a really good water, and how everything now has all firmed up after the winter rest, which is great, and the first good watering that they've had here. And these as well. I mean, look at that. As I say, it's probably going to be a couple of more days before they're really going to fully fatten up. They're still damp, so they don't need to be watered again. This one is the German Empress. I mean, this is the most remarkable difference here. It's all in bud as well, which is wonderful to see. And it's a little bit shriveled there, but it's all starting to smooth out, iron itself out. So that's just a little bit of an update in here on how the epiphyllums that I watered the other day are looking now. Pretty good, I have to say. Remarkable difference, and they're going to sort of carry on ironing out over the next few days. But just to show me, this is unbelievable difference here, the orange Brazil, how much that's all ironed itself out. So it's the amazing thing about cacti. They do, when you give them a water after the winter rest, they do fill out again. But these are epiphytes, and I will still continue to give them a little bit of water through the winter. So this is not they haven't gone all winter without water, but they have gone a long time without a really good drink, which I was able to give them the other day. So that's really good to see. And that's the update on that. Now, as I say, this is a part of a video vloggy series, and today I'm going to be, me and Honzi we've got a shelf that we got from a garden centre here. It's two shelves together, like a twin pack, and we're going to be putting this at the back here. Now we have got some of the plants on the floor here that we're overwintering, and these are going to be coming out. And temporarily we're going to be putting them probably in that corner there where they're going to get light. And then some of these will be going outside in the yard for the summer. But we're going to put up the rack here, the staging, as I say, the greenhouse staging here. And then it's going to give us a lot more room, because we have a lot of succulents here that are they're sort of short. They don't need the height in the polytunnel that a lot of the cacti do. For example, these ones here, we've got Oreocereus there, and some Trichocereus, and taller plants that will need to be probably better off on the table where they've got the height, as these are very short. So they can go onto the staging, and I would say this is all taken up probably about 2 meters of table, and on the staging, with as long as there's light coming through and around them, so they're going to get light. You'll see what I mean when we put the staging up. They can go on the staging. It's going to give us a lot more room here, which means we've got more room for the cacti and more room for the plants to grow as well, which is great. So that's going to be good. It's either we've made a bit of a mess here, made a bit more space here. So that's what this video is going to be about today. We're going to be setting up the staging at the back, and may not have time to probably put the succulents on there today, but that will be probably another video part series I can do in the next couple of days. This is just showing you the staging, and I've been tidying up underneath here. These are the sort of empty crates. You can see middle of tidying up, that's why it's a bit of a mess. Empty the crates out there of all stuff and old pots we're never going to use. Got a lot of pots under the table there. I'm going to be going through them all. I'm probably putting some of the pots in here to keep everything tidy, but that's for another day. I've just made a bit of space there for now, and let's get to doing the rack then, guys, or I should say the greenhouse staging. Now that's that corner, the plant's taken away from that corner. I've just been giving it a good old brush, made sure the bubble wrap is all pulled down the sides, and shouldn't really be needing the bubble wrap now spring is here, but the nights can be a bit chilly still, so we still have to have the heater on the odd night. And we've just got them plants temporarily there. They're all these type of plants, the bigger punchers. Will be going out into the yard for the summer anyway, so they'll be fine there, and they'll get light in the meantime. And it'd be good, a lot of the big tall plants like these as well, the big Trichocereus and the Pachycereus pringlei will be going into the yard in the next few weeks, possibly April time, mid-April, when the chance of frost has gone. And there's the space now for the plant stand. And as I say, all of these succulents here, I'm going to be then putting onto the plant stand. I won't be doing it today because we've got other things to do, and this is sort of taking up time, but stay tuned for a video probably after this one. I'll see if I can do it tomorrow, where I put a lot of these succulents then onto the plant stand, but that we're going to be putting here. And then over the next few weeks I can rearrange things, repot and do a few things. And Honzi, I'm just going to show you, he's doing an amazing job there of working out how to put up this plant stand. Excuse the washing on the line, guys. This is all it here. This is one that we got from Argus, which is like not a supermarket as such, it's more of they do everything really. It's like a catalogue shop. Greenhouse shelving by McGregor, twin pack, and pretty good. It's steel metal, so it's quite solid rather than some of it looks like one of them plasticky ones, but it's actually, just show you, it is a steel one, so that's good, and it lets the light coming through, and it's one that lets the light coming through both sides, which is what we need. So that's good. Now Hans is good at working DIY out, and I'm glad he is because I'm not. So we're going to show you what it looks like when it's all put up. Oh, by the way, just got to show you this. This is our Kalanchoe Moneriana, and it is absolutely beautiful at the moment. I've just been giving it a good water out here. It is packed with buds, and this is one of the Bryophyllum families, which means it produces little plantlets around the edges of the leaves, and it's related to the Mother of Thousands plants. And as I say, the Mother of Thousands plants have the little tiny babies all around the leaves. So this is one of them types too, but it has more of a red, lovely sort of plummy red colour to it. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And packed with buds. Packed in buds. And our Blossfeldiana's all loads of buds. I've been giving them a good water too, and this one too. And these are our other Kalanchoe Mother of Thousands, Bryophyllums as they're called, because they produce lots of little plantlets. We've got the tubifloras all at the back there, and lots of buds coming on them. This is a tubiflora times Degremontiana. It's a cross between the two. Loads of babies all on the edges of the leaves. And there we have the more commonly known Kalanchoe Degremontiana with the wider leaves there. So we have quite a lot. I say, going to be propagating a lot and also selling on to wholesalers here in Northern Ireland. So a lot to do over the spring and summer, guys. Anyway, a bit off topic there. We'll carry on with putting up the shelving. Wow, perfect, guys. We've just put the first shelf up. This is a twin pack, so it means that the other shelf we can put here, and gives us an extended place for the plants. And I see there's loads. What I like about this is it's deep, so it's going to be great for all the succulents. They're going to give us loads more room for expanding the cacti. And as I say, it's all about making space, and there's even room down there for some of the taller plants. So just got to put the shelving in and make the other one up. Hansi doing a great job there. There you go, guys. That's the plant stands all all done, which is great. We've got room there to put some more of the taller, any tall plants coming up. And this is obviously what Hans is going to do, because this, if we put plants on, it's very windy. The problem we have is this does rattle, and we don't plants bouncing off, but it's pretty sturdy because it's a metal frame, green coated. And what we can do here at the bottom here, the one good thing I like about this, it lets light coming through the sides, as a lot of shelves are blanked off at the back, and it doesn't let light through. This let light coming through, and we're going to be putting the plants that don't need as much light at the bottom, some of the lower growing sort of gasterias and hortias that can take a bit more shade, but still plenty of light underneath there, the lower growing ones. And obviously the ones with the more higher light levels we're going to be putting here, and the larger plants at the top here. So far so good, guys. Going to give us so much more room. Now Hans is using some of these little green ties here, these garden ties, in the corners to tie it together, and also to give it a bit more stability so it doesn't wobble. They're usually used for using for plants and that, but they're handy to tie these two together. So there's a good little tip there. There you go, guys. That's the staging all put up there. Hans has done a great job. As I say, he's put the ties there, so this stops it from wobbling. And we're going to be putting the smaller, well, sort of the bowls sort of at the bottom there. Going to get light coming through. It's going to give it stability too. And I'm going to get some black trays to put on here. So we haven't got to worry about water when you're watering them, the water going all everywhere. It's just going to stay on the trays. And this is what we're going to be working with. Now, I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this tomorrow because time's getting on now, guys, but I'm going to make it as a separate video. We've got here a selection of aloes. These I'm all going to separate, and a lot of them, as I say, are going to be sold to wholesalers here. And separated, and just keeping one of each, because as you know, you don't need to have so many of the same plants. A great way to make more space. And these, the hortias, the ones that don't need as much bright light as the aloes, for example, can go onto the bottom shelf. And I'm going to do that tomorrow. So stay tuned for the second part of this series, which is going to be coming tomorrow, where I'm going to be putting all the succulents here onto the back shelf here to make all this space clear for the cacti. And stay tuned for that, guys. I'm going to end this video here. So that's the shelf up. And guys, if you want to know more about how to grow cacti and succulents, do check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. And guys, thanks so much for watching. And I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until the next video, bye. There's Hansi. And by the way, guys, if you're not familiar with Hansi, go over and subscribe to his amazing channel. I don't know if I mentioned a shout out earlier on, but do go over and subscribe. My wonderful fiance. We work as a team, me and him, with our plants. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video when I'm putting all of these onto the shelves.